We're back for Season 2 of Survivor Canberra.
We're here at Honeysuckle Campground, 45 minutes drive from the centre of Canberra.
The location was once used as the tracking station that received and relayed the first television footage of the moon landing to the world.
What they're going to give us is everything in terms of making the game as difficult as possible. Like, you're going to have to make hard decisions at certain points. It's not going to be a walk in the park, and you're going to have to work for it. So I'd expect difficulty.
The landscape is unforgiving. Scars of the devastating 2020 bushfires still remain.
16 new contestants have converged to play the world's greatest game.
I've been a fan of Survivor since I lived in Kazakhstan, and the only TV we got was, we lived next to the South African embassy, so we got their cable.
But this time, there's a dangerous new theme, the ultimate sacrifice.
Sacrifice is like, I'm already camping, that's kind of enough for me, so...
As well as twists that will test the most savvy of players.
I think the theme of this season, Ultimate Sacrifice, sounds really cool, but it also sounds a little bit scary. You know, the word sacrifice, don't really know what that entails, but I'm excited to find out.
Yeah, good luck everyone. I'm here to win, and if that means I need to, pull a sneaky, and that means I need to, just push someone into the water, I'll do it.
I think we might be trying too hard.
The easiest thing will be making friends for me, which might make it easy to manipulate things, I think.
I'm competitive. I want to win. I want to have a little crown next to my name. I want to be able to say, yeah, I did this. I won. Go me.
Who will have what it takes to outwit, outplay and outlast the rest?
16 contestants. 2 days. 1 survivor. Come on in. Hello.
Welcome everyone. Welcome to Canberra.
It's awesome.
How's everyone feeling?
Yeah.
That's what we want.
There's a bit of hesitation, I feel like.
Want a little bit of nerves, but we want excitement mostly. So we'll introduce ourselves. My name's Dan.
And I'm Liv.
And one of you is about to win the total cash prize of $200 and the title of Sole Survivor.
So, yeah, welcome to Survivor Canberra Season 2. We'd like to begin by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land that we're meeting on today, the Ngunnawal people. We pay respects to their culture and their continuing traditions and the contribution that they make to the life of this city and this region.
Absolutely. The theme of the season, the ultimate sacrifice. I'm sure you've all been thinking about what that means for you. We're not going to tell you just yet, but I think we all do know what it means to make sacrifices over the last few years. You'd probably all agree. Some big, some small. But in the game of Survivor, you're constantly making sacrifices. But I think the question is, Liv, what are you all willing to do and what are you willing to give up to win this game?
Yeah, might it be food?
Maybe your closest ally?
Maybe your moral compass?
Maybe Liv.
Yeah, maybe. All right, so on the left-hand side here we have the Kubadang tribe. In Ngunnawal language, Kubadang means moon. And I've got your buffs here, guys, so I'm just gonna...
How far can you throw, Liv?
Well, I can throw pretty far. It's pretty good. There's a couple of buffs in each. There you go. I hope they're purple.
So put them on.
Yeah. And on our right-hand side here, we've got the Winyu tribe, and in Ngunnawal language, Winyu means the sun. I might not throw these so intensely. There you go. Oh, you got 2. There you go, mate. Beautiful. Okay, so this fellow here over on the left-hand side, if you could just give us your name, where you're from and what you do.
I'm Nick, I'm from Sydney and I'm a digital marketer.
Fantastic. So Nick, what are you willing to sacrifice for the game of Survivor?
Oh, God. Right off the bat, sleep, food, yeah.
Anything. Yeah.
I'd say I'm just going to be a bit wacky. I'm just going to have a bit of fun. I'm going to stir the pot. I'm going to, do some random things that people may love or hate, but, take it or leave it, and we'll see.
Now, just next to Nick, can you introduce yourself for us as well?
I'm Soap. I'm from Canberra, on beautiful Ngunnawal country, and I'm a primary school educator.
Lovely. And so, what do you think of your other tribe here? What do you think of your opposition?
Oh, these guys are awesome. We've been getting to know each other a little bit this morning. These guys are awesome. Don't know.
I actually do have a Canberra Survivor bucket list, not being first boot, winning a team immunity, winning an individual immunity, finding a clue to an immunity idol. I would just be happy to find a clue to an immunity idol, but also I would love to find an immunity idol.
And we might go back to you, so you've just come to the end here. Yeah, if you could just tell us your name, where you're from, what you do, and how you're going to play this game.
I'm Grace, I'm from Canberra, and I work in aged care, and I'm going to play this game to the best that I can, I suppose.
Yeah, good on you, Grace.
Fingers crossed.
Ready to sacrifice everything.
There you go.
Well, strong statements
Yeah.
to start with.
I want to be remembered for playing evil, nasty. I don't want to be a nice player, and I'm not here to make friends.
So we've got at the back in the jacket. Can you introduce yourself for us, please?
I'm Mar, I'm from Melbourne, and I'm already sacrificing my skin because the mosquitoes are killing me. And no, I'm very excited to meet everyone and just have fun. Yeah.
Good on you.
So, Mara, what are you looking forward to the most this weekend?
I think I'm excited about the adventure. The weather's not gonna be amazing, I think, so I'm excited to rough it out and see, get a little taste of what the big game is. Yeah.
It's something that Bruce Lee said. He said, "Be like water," which it means you have to be flexible. So water, if it's in a bowl, it becomes a bowl. If it's in a bottle, it becomes a bottle. So I think it's such a beautiful expression, and I think that's what I'm going to try to be aware of where I am and become that.
And in the front here, just in front of Ma.
I'm Joe. I'm from Yass. That's the thing, apparently. Yes!
And Joe, is there anyone that you're going to sort of emanate in the game from Real Survivor, or?
Is this where I admit I've never seen it?
Yeah. Okay.
I think I just really want to be me, and if me has no filter, then that's what you get. Makes for good TV, right?
So we've got the last member of Kumadan. Can you introduce yourself, please?
My name's Banfield. I'm from Nowra, and I work in software design and data analysis.
So it's no secret that the weather might not be so great. How do you expect that to play into the game?
I think it's going to take away the chance to break away and do communications and look for idols. It's going to dampen some spirits. It's going to hurt us pretty badly.
I want other people to sort of, trust that I am doing the right thing, but at the same time, as the shirt says, I've got your back. But only because it makes it easier for me to stab you with it.
All right, and we'll start with the Wenu tribe. So the fellow holding the sign there, can you introduce yourself for us?
Yeah, so my name's James. I'm from the great state of Geelong. I'm a real estate agent. I'm willing to sacrifice. Was it that band? There we go.
Fantastic, sounds good.
And we'll go to the front here, the lady at the front. Introduce yourself for me, please.
I'm Mel, I'm from Sydney, and I work for a travel retailer. So we've already been doing 2 years of sacrificing. So, yeah.
You've sacrificed enough. Yeah, that's for sure. So with the theme of the season, what do you think that does hold for you this weekend, Mel?
Well, I have to camp, so, that's a sacrifice. I don't know, hopefully it's not our vote. Hopefully it's not food.
Part of my job is understanding behaviour and decision making, so I think that part of things I can really use to predict a player's vote or their path to the end.
And behind Sam there, if you could just introduce yourself for us.
So I'm Hayley, I'm also from Sydney, and I sell belts. So hopefully I'm not sacrificing my pants.
If I win, my main strength and a big part of that is going to be that I knew how to sit back and just let people come to me and let people talk and just listen to them and like affirm their ideas, reiterate them, validate them.
Hi, I'm John. I'm from Sydney as well. I work in mental health.
Lovely.
Fantastic.
And John, how do you think your occupation will help you in this game?
Well, you know, when you got soaked and all sad, hold your hands and like, you know, pull sad together. I just want to, you know, stir some shit up, cause a bit of chaos. I want to be making the big moves, but making other people think it was their idea. So kind of like Inception.
And the girl there in the hat, if you could introduce yourself to us.
I'm Anna. I'm from Melbourne and I'm a psychology student.
Nice, Anna. And Anna, how do you think the Purple Tribe, the Kudabang tribe, stacks up against your tribe?
I haven't really seen any of them yet, but they seem pretty cool too, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm really going to try and come across as really likable and sweet and maybe a little bit shy, because I am naturally quite shy, but I think behind my shyness I am quite like a strategic thinker and I can be a little bit manipulative, so I'm hoping to get people on my good side, and then when they least expect it I can maybe pull some big moves.
And lucky last, we've got the man on the end there. Can you introduce yourself for us, please?
Hi, I'm Simon. I'm from Canberra. Sacrifices, at the moment, I'm prepared to sacrifice anything.
Yeah.
There you go.
Popular answer.
That's a good note to end on there for Win You.
Well,
Okay.
it's lovely to meet you
Yeah,
all.
thanks for that.
We're going to send you out to your tribes now. Now, I've got a parchment for each of you. I'll get one of you to take it, so someone come out for us. So, take these back to your camp. Don't read them now. When you get back to your camp, read it out loud in front of the whole tribe for us, please.
So we'll get you guys to move out and we'll see you shortly for your first challenge.
Head on out.
Beautiful.
Let's go! We're here! Let's get it! Go!
They wouldn't do eating.
Where are we putting 0D?
Straight up, sitting around, standing with all the others. I really like everybody in my tribe. Like, we had a really good vibe from the word go.
Anyone else want to read this? Or?
Oh, you got this. Yeah, let's go. Go for it. Go for it.
Feel the love. Welcome to your camp. You will find supplies in your bucket. Please make yourself at home and get to know your area. To help you get to know your surrounding area, we have a quest for you. On season 1, the Bimbiang tribe painted rocks around their camp, dubbed the Love Rocks. That time, the Love Rocks held no relevance on the game. On season 2, the Love Rocks are back, and this time they are part of the game. Here is where your quest begins. It is played as individuals, but you can help your friends. Step 1. There are 4 Love Rocks hidden around your camp. 4 players can find them and bring them back to the table at your camp and put them on the plate with your name on it. These Love Rocks will be clearly marked as the first set. Once all 4 Love Rocks have been placed on 4 people's plates, the next step will begin. Step 2. Everyone that doesn't have a love rock at this stage is eliminated from the quest, and only those 4 players with rocks continue. Now there are 3 love rocks hidden around the camp and are clearly marked as the second set. Once all 3 love rocks have been placed on 3 people's plates, the next step will begin. Step 3. Everyone that doesn't have a love rock at this stage is eliminated from the quest, and only those 3 players with rocks continue. Now there are 2 love rocks hidden around the camp. You can see where this is going, right?
Musical chairs, right?
Yeah. Okay, so the Love Rocks challenge is, it's almost like musical chairs. There's 8 of us, there's only 4 rocks for the first round. So the 4 people that find those rocks end up moving on to the next round, and each round there's less rocks than people, so people will get eliminated every round. The last person who finds that last rock gets an advantage in this game.
Final step. Everyone that doesn't have a love rock at this stage is eliminated from the quest, and only those 2 players with rocks continue. Now there is only 1 love rock hidden around the camp, and it is clearly marked as the last step. Once the final love rock has been placed on the last person's plate, the quest is over and the winner will receive an advantage in this game. Will you participate and sacrifice time at camp to win a reward? The quest begins now.
I don't really care myself if I win it. A rock or advantage isn't going to get me as far as social connections and relationships will at this early stage in the game, and it's really just a massive target on your back. I mean, we saw in season 1 of Canberra, the person who found an idol was the first boot.
So are we all just looking?
They're already on.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for saying go, guys.
Here I am looking for the rocks, but I'm thinking like my team's actually just bonding and socialising. It's hard because I focus so much on the rocks that when we're looking for the love rocks, and then I look back and they're all talking, they're communicating, and a few of them separated, but then there was a group of 4, and I'm just keeping an eye on the groups.
It's not going to be just a grey rock.
Unless it's like, is that it? A rock.
So I definitely see like the game started, came on, and I'm finding myself a bit on the outside, a bit of a bit on the outside of it.
And Grace like fucking bolted, like Usain Bolt, like.
Yeah, and Joe was the same too.
Have you had any luck finding a rock?
No, but then when we first took off, then they were all together, and I'm like, oh, I was an idiot. I walked away from the group.
Yeah, I ended up by myself.
Here I am focused on the rock. Ma, I find, is like she's lovely and talking, but at little things how you notice and talk to everyone.
Like, do you want to be my ally? Do you want to be my friend?
100%.
For like a jealousy. I want loyal people with me.
That's why I wore the jumper. I wanted to spread that.
And maybe it's like because you're from the country, I'm like, that's a trustworthy guy right there, because he's from the country. And he has children, like.
Yeah. I think it's them and us too, so we need to be very wary of that.
Yeah, maybe.
No, I sound rubbish.
I'm just cleaning.
I'm just
Very good of you
cleaning
to-
as I'm
yeah.
going.
Good job, girl.
Well, I don't think we're supposed to go past you. This is our
Oh,
game.
I didn't know if you were high-fiving.
Should we go there? Let's look at the tent.
Ma, who's I think has a very good social game. I feel like I can just be like get along with her enough, but I feel like she's overplaying in a sense at the moment because she's having too good of a chat, too good of a social game when you're one-on-one with her. It's like, hey, how do you feel? I get a good vibe from you. You're a country boy, you're a dad, I think you'd be a bad guy, your shirt's good. I was like, you're just saying every nice thing possible right now.
How do you feel about the tribe?
Good, right? I like everyone. It's gonna be hard when we have to people out.
Yeah. I feel good about you. So
Oh,
I'm glad.
Yeah, I was also really good. I'm going back to dump my rubbish.
Why doesn't Joe want to talk strategy to me? I was like, do I stink? Do I smell? She just does not want to talk strategy. What the hell? I feel so rejected right now.
Seriously, people, you're disgusting. Throw your shit out.
Yeah. She hasn't seen a lot of the show, so maybe she doesn't want to. She doesn't understand. But, or maybe she hates me. Like, I hope she doesn't hate me, but.
Did someone just say they found one?
What was that?
I have no idea.
Sounds like the same thing.
Did I get lost?
That's your lost signal.
Yeah, but maybe if I yell that, they'll come running. Oh, the hardest thing for me is going to be anything mental. My brain's not switched on.
Just with the gunnies.
I can't
I love
speak for
that
yourself. I'm sorry. Yasu.
I love it.
Do you agree?
Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Delta. I know that through COVID. Through the COVID period.
I used to work at a Greek cafe. People used to be like,
You'd know more Greek than I
everybody
do.
would like come and speak Greek to me, and I'd be like,
Because you look like you look like you would be great.
oh yeah, yeah. I was hoping Michael would be in my tribe because I think we're both from Melbourne, and I think we kind of sometimes you just know who you click with, and I think I click with him. So like, yeah, he was my friend.
Yeah, no, I love working together, 100%, definitely.
Yeah, there's M&M. This is how I see the structure of the tribe. There's Malcolm and Joe on one side.
Okay, so we're going to walk and we're just going to look if we're looking for rocks to come this way.
And then there's Michael and Banfield.
I will not shy away from like alliance chats. I mean, we're here to play survival. We're not here to, to sit around camp and then like, get to know each other. I mean, we'll get to know each other in the process, but still at the same time, it's like.
And then there's me, Nick, and Steph in the middle. And both couples want us to work with them.
Oh, there's a web. Can you see that?
Yeah, my nose went straight at him.
Yeah.
Oh
shit,
there's
one right there.
Oh, we're like in spider country. I think the paranoia is like seeping through, like the air. Like this is not rain. It's like it's raining paranoia.
The whole purple tribe going,
Yeah.
it's spider webs.
The purple tribe scared of spiders. That's how ran.
Oh my gosh.
They're crapping on us.
How are you feeling? Like
I'm feeling good, except for this bloody rock.
yeah.
Coming in, we've had to look for these damn rocks, which is God knows where. But through there, we took advantage of that. So I'm sure I'm not the only one. But Soph and I had a chat in terms of she's in the education industry as well. So we talked about making like the primary school alliance there, and then she'd had a chat with Nick. So, and I'm cool with that because Nick, I think, will be valuable. So I've had a chat with Joe.
Yeah,
Because we think Nick will be really valuable in challenges.
Yeah.
I know he said he's got no upper body strength. And then also we've sort of got Ma on board type thing or whatever. So all going well, we've set ourselves up at least with the starting 5.
Okay.
Well, that would make a really good 5. So,
Yeah.
Joe's on board.
Yeah.
Oh, Joe.
Yeah.
So, us three, Joe, and Soph.
Yeah. Yeah.
Banfield strikes me as a person who at this point in time, he's got that nervous energy, anxiety sort of bubbling out type thing. Maybe it's just his character and he's like that 100% of the time. But I wonder if like as the game goes on, develops, feels comfortable with everything that's going on, he scares me a little bit as potentially somebody who might make things happen. We're actually worried a bit about Banfield.
Yeah.
Learning that he's very anxious at the moment. We're not worried about that. But we're worried that like once that wears off as we get into the game and the groove a little bit, will he be like this hardcore?
Like full into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I wouldn't.
I've had some really good conversations with Ma, with Nick, with Banfield. So I'm really vibing with each of them.
Did you say a name?
Yeah, liking that 4 so far, and then had just a little conversation with the 4 of us as well as Sophie.
I like that.
Yeah, he seems nice. Yeah.
I'm not really getting much from either of the other two. I can't say either way. I haven't really spoken to them.
And neither of them interested. It's like,
I
wow,
was,
you guys.
yeah, I was like, Joe was a bit more chatty and in the circle and all that earlier. And then like I tried to like, when we all sort of split off and did our own thing, looking for the rocks and all that. went to like, oh, you know, hey Grace and all that, and she's like, you know, didn't say anything, but like sort of had that like frazzled look, like I'm looking for rocks, I don't want to talk, sort of thing. Okay. Hope that rock keeps you safe.
I think my biggest threat on the tribe is probably Sophie, actually. I think she's quite switched on.
What about the pink? We're the Pink Ribbon Alliance.
The Pink Ribbon Alliance.
Yeah, the Pink Ribbon.
Yeah,
okay.
Cool.
And it's going to happen
Pink
soon.
Ribbon.
Yeah.
I mean, otherwise I tried, but
I feel this crew. Like I like this people.
And she's well liked by everyone, and I think people would love to see her win. So I am conscious of that. I want to work with her, but yeah, conscious of her getting to the very end with me.
Like honestly, my life is so boring, in a sense. So yeah, this is just like so exciting for me, being out here in the bush and playing some fun activities and getting to know some people. I'm so excited.
Now there's only one love rock hidden around the camp, and it's clearly marked as the last set. Once the final love rock has been placed on the last person's plate, the quest is over and the winner will receive an advantage in this game. You will participate and sacrifice time at camp to win. Will you participate and sacrifice time at camp to win a reward? The quest begins now.
Clear as mud.
Clear as mud?
We have to collect love rocks to progress on because they get less and less.
great. Okay.
Yeah, good luck everyone.
Yeah. Okay. Looks great.
Yay! Rubbish. I've been searching for everything that looks out of place.
No. Yeah. Nothing to top.
Can you imagine like when they cut the footage together and there's like boom 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 boom.
Yeah, and then we're just
and it
like,
cuts to us going, what the fuck, they're not real.
You know what? It's probably not real because love's not real.
You got James going, love isn't real.
It's apparent from the fact that we have found no rocks so far, there's 4 to choose from, that we have to dig a lot deeper and get into more detail.
That's a lot of love. Yeah, that's a lot of rock.
Yeah. I don't know.
What we established is none of us have a hope in hell on like real Survivor because we can't find a fucking rock.
I would laugh if like we've all walked past it like.
Oh yeah,
probably have.
there'll be
And
like
there's,
there'll be like a
footage
zoom in, a
of us
flash
like,
on the
just,
rock.
like looking right at it and then walking straight past
Yeah.
it.
I'm like, I just don't know where the news is.
Exactly.
But maybe
I feel like
we're all
we're
just
covered everywhere.
dumb or blind.
If we found like 1 or 2, I'd be.
I have hope. I have
Yeah.
that motivation.
Yeah.
Simon's the main person I'm wary of, just because he seems to not like me, or like anytime I say something that doesn't fit into the paradigm, what he considers, you know, a reasonable thing to say, he will like, you know, say it out loud in front of the group, and that's not someone I would want to play with.
Okay.
Some people are more intense than others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think we all know.
Some of us have bigger personalities.
Yeah, 100%.
I feel like Simon's like that guy that's gone throughout his life where he can say whatever he wants and everyone's been too scared to call him out for it.
What are you thinking, girls?
I'm thinking it's in here somewhere. It has to be.
Bigger picture. Unlikely relationships, old bloke, young girls.
Great.
Just saying.
Not a bad
on the way down. I'm in with Sam and Hayley. What did you think about that?
Yeah.
As a long-term strategy?
I'm down.
Good work. We'll keep it on the low.
Yeah.
I'll see what's going on with the lads. So, old bloke, young girls, unlikely alliance.
Literally there. where we started. I think James, he's very strategic, so like I'm a bit more quiet and shy, but I do pay attention to things, and he's already straight away strategizing with everyone.
Oh, John, it's my love rock to you.
Yes, James.
Yes. I think I have people in my corner. I'm starting to build the coalition I want. So I think I've got Anna, I think I've got John, and I think I've got Joseph. I definitely think I've got Joseph because I'm on you, but 100% ready.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh yeah.
I reckon they're gonna be here.
Yeah. Shall we try and find him?
Yeah. Finding Simon's probably easier than finding the rocks.
Just like on all the rocks going.
I think my tribe's really solid. I think we've got a really, really good range of like personalities, lots of loud, boisterous people, which I bounce off really well. So I'm getting along with them great, I think. Fair enough.
I quite like Hayley. She seems really sweet, but I haven't got a chance to really talk to her one-on-one, but I'm hoping to because I think she could be a good ally potentially.
I really enjoy reading.
Oh, same.
Groundbreaking.
Any particular genre?
I really like fantasy. I believe I'm fitting in really well. The only worry I have is that I'm like too big a personality. I can be quite loud. I think I'm directing at least a little bit of the like social cues, getting conversations started, all that sort of stuff. But I think people really like me.
I've just enjoyed getting some active warm-up and getting to climb up the rocks and stuff, so I don't think I'm looking as hard as the others. I seem to be fitting in alright. I'm trying to force some conversation and get it flowing, but I also think I'm not fully in there, trying to keep my distance as well. Just to allow some conversations to happen. So this tracking station was used for the moon landing in 1969. I'm just happy to be here. So I think there were satellites out here, and then further into the valley at Aurora Valley is where the buildings were for tracking it.
What do you reckon the challenge will be?
I have no idea.
Come on in! Welcome back, team.
Banfield, what happened when you got back to Cairns? Talk us through it.
Well, we opened up a little scroll and it says there's some rocks laying around. And I don't know about you, but I feel like you stitched this up because there were no rocks laying around anywhere.
So perhaps you just need to be looking a bit harder, Banfield.
I think you put all the 8 blind mice on the one tribe here. We got nothing.
So when I'm assuming you had the same thing back at your tribe, John, what happened at your camp?
Yeah, so we got the same scrolls, but I don't know about the Purple Tribe, but we found our rocks.
You found them already? Wow.
We found our rocks.
Well, welcome to your first challenge for season 2. Do you want to know what you're playing for?
Yes.
So to start with, you are playing for tribe immunity. So in this game, this is what you covet. If you have it, if you win the challenge, you are safe from Tribal Council, no one going home. But if you don't have it, one of you will be the first person voted out of Survivor Canberra, the ultimate sacrifice. Also, we are also playing for rewards. So what do people want in the morning? What do you want in the morning, Simon? First thing first.
Cup of coffee.
Cup of coffee, exactly. That's what I was hoping you would say. So you are also playing for coffee, tea, and juice.
In this challenge, we're going back to where it all started on Season 1 with a good old tug-of-war. Tribes will put up players to compete one-on-one and will attempt to get their opponent out of the small circle by any means. If a player is pulled out of the circle, falls backwards out of the circle, puts a foot out, or lets go of the rope, then their opponent wins the point. The first tribe to score 5 points wins immunity and is safe from Tribal Council.
Okay, so Kupidang, because you lost Scissor Paper Rock, who are you going to put up first for the challenge?
Now comes up first.
Okay, and when you? Okay.
All right, we've got Joseph.
So we'll start you off with both feet inside the circle.
So both feet need to be inside the circle.
Okay, survivors ready? Go! Oh, Joseph's doing pretty well there. Mel's almost out. Mel's almost out. Hey, okay. Win the first point. So, Winyu wins a point. Kubadang, you're on 0. So we'll get Winyu to pick someone now to go in the tug of war challenge. Who's it going to be? Simon. Good on you. All right, Kubadang, who's it going to be? Alrighty.
Nick.
Nick.
All right, so Simon versus Nick for point 2.
Okay, got our adjudicators.
Sorry, who am I going? Nick, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Simon.
Very gentleman.
Okay, you got both feet in the circles there, guys. Yeah. All right, survivors, you ready? Go. Okay, it's a bit of a melee here.
Bit of feeling out, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. A bit of feeling out. Oh, what's happening there? Oh, Simon's really pulling. Okay. Winyu win their second point. Second point. Okay, Kubadang. Kubadang is 0. Winyu, 2 points. Have to get Kubadang to pick it up. Who's going to be? Joe? Beautiful.
Go, Joe.
Winyu. Go,
Haley. So Haley versus Joe. Kubadang yet to score. Will this be their first one?
Okay, feet in the circle. Survivors ready? Go! Oh, Joe's pulling hard. Oh, Haley's on the counter. Joe's really digging in. Joe's really digging in. Wow. Oh, Joe's out. Bad luck. Winyu 3 points. Kubadang, you guys are on zip. So, got to pick it up. Okay, first to 5. Yep. Okay, so Winyu, who are you going to put forward?
James.
Beautiful, James. Who's going up against James?
Banfield.
Banfield.
James versus
Okay.
Banfield.
All right, so your feet in the circle. Make sure your feet are right in that circle. Have a quick look before you start. Yep. Beautiful. Okay, survivors ready. Oh.
I was not ready.
Oh, bit of. Okay. Survivors ready? Let's go! Alright, this is the 2 tall man. Oh, Banfield's almost out. Banfield's. Oh, well done! Okay. Kubadang win their first point.
So Sam versus Michael.
Sam versus Michael. Okay, so put your
Make sure
feet
those
in
feet
the
are inside
circle.
the circle.
Okay. Survivors ready? Let's go! Oh, Sam's pulling up. Oh, well done. Bad luck, Sam. Okay, Kubadang wins their second point, making a bit of a comeback.
Mel up for
Beautiful,
Winyu.
Mel, go for it.
And Sophie up for
go,
Kubadang. Mel versus So.
Okay. Feet in the circle. Bit of tactics here. Okay. Survivors ready. Go! Oh, well, we've got 1 foot here with Mel. So we're all tied up, 3-3. It's a bit exciting. Okay, so who is Kubadang putting up?
We've got Ma for
Beautiful,
Kubadang.
Ma and
Versus
John. Bit of encouragement there from Winyu.
2 Victorians against each other.
Oh, 2 Victorians. Perfect. All right, you're in the circles. Okay, survivors ready? Go! Oh, Ma's got a bit of... John stepped out there. Okay.
Bit of an upset there for Ma over
Yeah,
John, the
I think
Kubadang
so.
side. Team's ahead.
Kubadang's taken the lead. They're on 4. We've got Winyu on 3. Kubadang, if you win this round, you will win immunity and reward. So a lot on the line now. Okay, so who is Winyu putting up?
Anna.
Beautiful. Anna, well done.
Anna versus Grace. This is for immunity for Kubadang.
Immunity for Kubadang. Okay. Feet in the circle. Survivors ready. Go!
Grace. Come on,
Oh, Grace is pulling really hard. She wants that immunity. She really wants that first immunity. Grace is pulling hard. Lots of encouragement from Kubadang.
Anna's back.
Lots of encouragement. Oh, she's holding on. And it's
We've got a hand over here. We've got a hand over here. Grace is out of the circle.
Okay, Grace has stepped out of the circle. Okay. So Kubadang, they've lost. Sorry, Winyu have won that point.
Okay, so 4 versus 4. So this is the captain's round. So both tribes can choose whoever they want. They're choosing in secret, and then we're going to put them up against each other. The person who wins immunity for their tribe.
Okay, so Winyu, who have you got? Oh, well, you got everyone. Who have you guys picked? Step forward,
So
please.
step forward, captains.
Okay, so this is it.
So Simon versus Banfield for the win.
This final round. This is for the first immunity. First immunity. First immunity and reward. Okay, get your bloomin' feet in. Okay, survivors ready. Let's go. Oh, Simon's pulling hard. Simon's pulling. Okay, let's stop. Okay, we've got a hand up here with Dom. Okay, so Kubadang, Alrighty, well done, Kubadang. So come and get your immunity and your reward. No
Rewards in
worries.
there. Coffee, tea,
Rewards
juice,
in
enjoy.
there. We'll come and get that from you shortly.
First challenge being done, and it was a big relief. First of all, we won. Straight away, awesome. Second of all, it was because of me.
So when you tribe, a bit of a controversial challenge. It was a judgment call, obviously, by the adjudicators. How are you feeling with the loss, Simon?
Disappointed. We had them on the run or on the ropes, depending on which sport you want to draw energy to, and it's disappointing.
Yeah, absolutely. So now you've got to prepare for tribal council. So we'll give you a moment to decide what you're going to do, and then we'll see you at tribal council. So the twist of the season, let's talk about that. So the ultimate sacrifice. So Kubadang, because you won the challenge, you get to pick someone from the losing tribe to go and make a sacrifice. So you can choose anyone from their tribe. They need to go and make a sacrifice. So I'm going to be a bit vague about it. So choose one person to go and make a sacrifice. So what's your decisions?
Lovely lady with the glasses. Yeah.
Mel.
Yeah.
Mel, so you're heading to make a sacrifice, Mel. But let's make one more choice. Mel, choose someone from the winning tribe to go with you.
Oh. We'll give you a moment to think about it. All right, we knew we're going to need an answer from you guys.
So what's your choice, Mel? You can point if you need to.
Yeah.
Michael?
Michael?
No,
it's Mark.
Michael.
So, Michael, Mel, you're with us, and everyone else can head out now.
So you guys head on out.
This will be exciting. Wonder what this is. Ultimate sacrifice. So my tribe ended up winning the first immunity challenge. We clawed it back. We ended up getting the win. So we had the opportunity to choose someone from the losing tribe to make the ultimate sacrifice. We chose Mal. But then they flipped the script, and then the losing tribe got to choose someone to go with Mel, and they chose myself.
Oh, welcome to the sacrifice zone.
Oh gosh, that sounds very ominous.
Should be some cool music playing about now. One of you will be making the ultimate sacrifice. If you make a sacrifice to survivor gods,
Right? If you make a sacrifice, the survivor gods will appease and reward you with an advantage in this game. The bigger the reward, the bigger the sacrifice must be. If neither of you want to make a sacrifice, there are 2 bags on the table. Pick one each. The person that chooses the white rock will make a sacrifice, and the person that chooses the black rock can go back to camp. If one person wants to make a sacrifice and the other doesn't, then there is no need to draw rocks. If the person that doesn't want to make a sacrifice can then go back to camp now. If both people want to make a sacrifice, you can leave it up to fate with the bags as well. The person that chooses the white rock must make a sacrifice, and the person that chooses the black rock can go back to camp. You can negotiate with the other player and use the time to make a bond. The advantages on offer are...
Ooh. So this will be good intel.
Yep.
Yes, okay.
Okay, so the advantages on offer are give safety without power, cancel a vote, steal a vote, safety without power, expiring idol, valid for 3 votes, an idol or a super idol.
Very exciting.
Very good advantage.
We read out the rules, and we both had the opportunity to make the ultimate sacrifice, and there was a list of 7 advantages in which you could get by making that sacrifice. So I feel like with the theme, after every challenge, they're going to be like, winning tribe, choose someone from this. So there's always going to be 2 every round.
Yeah, okay.
And these 7 are probably going to be on offer.
Yeah.
So we will know if someone comes back and they say that they've gotten, I don't know, something that's not on this list. We can be like, well, you're bullshitting.
Yeah. Okay.
You clearly don't have that. So.
Okay. So more importantly, we're going to share this intel with them, because reality is we think they're going to come back. So
I'm certain. Like, I mean, it's a theme of a season.
Yeah.
They're not going to have it one vote.
Yeah.
One.
So I
one
think it's
episode
safer
to share.
To
share.
Yeah,
I'm going to be completely honest. Because the thing is, then it will build trust and favour with our tribe mates, because they're going to come back here and they're going to be like, oh, what Mel told me was right. So like, I now trust. Well, I trust her more, and like, it's not like, oh, I'm not sure on.
No, I'm
my
good with that. Okay.
So.
Neither of you want to make a
sacrifice, and it says bigger the sacrifice, the bigger the reward. So the thing is, I feel like the lower down, like Super Island and Idol, they're pretty big.
Yep.
So if we want something like that, then it's a big sacrifice. So it might be,
it's safety without power.
So there were things like safety without power, give safety without power, cancel a vote or block a vote, steal a vote. There was an idol that expired, then there was just a normal idol, which probably expires at Final 6, Final 5, whenever they expire, and then also a super idol.
So we both want this.
Yeah, I want this, so I guess we're just going to...
rock off.
Yeah, exactly, so let's go. We both wanted the advantage, so then we had to draw rocks from a bag. Well, we've got to choose a bag. Ladies first, you go, and I'll be stuck with what's left.
One's got a marking of 1. Could that be the right one?
I don't know. I just get what you don't get. So you go for your line. Yeah. Or does this one feel like a?
Alright, I'm doing this.
Alright. Do we?
It's a little rock.
Oh, I do have a rock. I was like, oh, it feels like it's going to be a white rock. It's a bit. Alright.
Do we
3,
reveal?
2, 1.
Oh, gosh. White. What's white mean again?
White is go back to camp. And black, sorry for the...
must make a sacrifice. Black goes back to camp.
Damn it.
Sorry.
Well done. Good luck.
Thank you. Thanks for rocking off with me.
No, that's all right. I unfortunately chose the black rock, which means that I didn't get to partake in the challenge. So that means I know that... So I have good intel. I know that Mel will have something from this.
Just go straight to the top. The super idol.
Super idol.
I have no idea why they picked me. Maybe because I'm older female, and that tends to be the easy target. And I don't know, I was kind of excited to see.
Super idol will be on top of the draw, so
okay.
On your way.
Cool. Up this way?
Yep.
Wait. Is this thing? That's huge. How am I supposed to hide that in my bag? Yeah, never a good sign. Okay.
automatic votes against. At your next 2 tribal councils, you will receive 3 automatic votes against you at each tribal council from a phantom player. This will be on top of all normal votes. What? Oh, that's harsh. Wait, okay, so at your next 2 tribal councils, you will receive 3 automatic votes. I kind of need to have good numbers with me for the next 2 votes, otherwise I'm toast. Congratulations, you acquired a super idol. When played at tribal council, any votes cast against you or who you play it on will not count. If you intend to play the idol for yourself or someone else, you can do so after the votes are read. This idol is non-transferable and cannot be stolen from you. The last time you can use this advantage of final 7. Yeah, I think I'll make it that far. Man, love my game.
Like we still came close to us.
Oh yeah, we put our bloody all into that.
Yeah.
We lost the challenge because my foot slipped outside of the circle, which was really disappointing because we were 4 all. That's how the cookie crumbles, unfortunately.
I think I tend to be clicking more with the girls and James, so I'm hoping that keeps me off the vote, but I did lose the tug of war to Ma. Not a good look. But I hope that that's not enough to send me home. With first votes, it doesn't take very much. Putting your name on the chopping block.
You guys want to go for water or something? Yeah. I'm leaning towards Sam because when John, Anna, and Joseph and we were like, oh, we'll get some water. I'm like, hey Sam, you want to come? And she's like, no. So I think it's a bit of a rookie error on her behalf.
Let's not do this for everyone.
The only one thing I will say though is that when she came over, I was like, oh Sam, come with us, and she's like,
Yeah,
no. She's kind of a bit hesitant, so that makes me feel a bit. But no, the conversations I feel like I've had with you guys, like when it's sort of
it's so good, yeah.
My shoes are wet too.
Yeah, but hey, as long as we all stick together, we're
like half the tribe. Yeah. And if Mel...
I don't trust James 100%, and I feel like it's a bit strange that straight away he's got like a name and a plan, so I want to make sure there's not something else going on as well.
I will say though, I don't think it should be Mel just because it could be wary of potentially if she does come back with something.
Yeah, she might get an idol.
I think Mel is probably not the right option for this tribe because we don't know what the sacrifice is at this stage. So I don't think she's going to be the right option at the moment.
It's weird, Mel not being.
Yeah.
Is that just me? Or?
Because you don't know what's happening, what she come back with.
Mel is someone who I think it disadvantaged her that she was gone, but I think people kind of like Mel. I think she's a nice presence on the tribe.
Perfect little hiding hole.
It was surprising they picked Mel. I thought that was an interesting choice by Purple. And I haven't got my head around why they picked her.
How's it going?
Good. So you didn't have to sacrifice too much.
You saw your legs, your
Can't
arms.
tell, can't speak.
No. So you had to both choose to sacrifice, or so me and Michael.
Yeah.
So if you both, so we both had to.
She came back and told us a story, and it was very long-winded, very complicated, and that's always the first sign of someone's lying, or they're not lying, or at least not telling the whole truth.
So hang on, there was rocks.
Well, you have to decide first. So are we both going to sacrifice? Are we both not going to sacrifice? Or if it was different?
Right.
So we both decided to sacrifice.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole theme of the season is sacrifice.
You want to live up to the theme.
Yeah. So then we had to pick a bag which had a white rock or a black rock.
Oh, right. You picked
I
for
got the
rock.
white rock.
Which was right.
Which was good. So then you get a list of advantages basically.
Right.
And so
And the black rock gets nothing.
The black rock goes back to
Got nothing for you.
Yeah, so he doesn't know, like he knows what the advantages are that I could pick from, but he doesn't know.
Oh,
he
so
won't
you
get
got
to see what each person
So you
picks.
got one.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Good. That's
yeah.
good.
Yeah, and then depending on what you pick, you go to the sacrifice zone, and there's 4 drawers.
Right.
And you have to open it, and it tells you what you have to sacrifice. So there's 4 different, and obviously the better the advantage, I'm assuming the better the advantage you go for.
She's saying that she got an advantage, but she had to sacrifice something, and she won't reveal either of those 2 things. So I think that there raises a bit of red flags, but so we're not sure if she loses her vote and is immune, or gets an idol. We're not really sure. So it's also, I guess, that adds another unknown variable to the equation.
Yeah.
So you select your advantage, and then it's like, okay, and then you choose. Oh, not choose. You choose a draw, and that's what.
You choose a draw, and then
Okay.
it tells you what you have to sacrifice.
Yeah. Okay. What was the advantage you chose?
That's a great question. Thank you so much for asking.
You're the first person to ask.
Yeah. What?
Yeah. No, I mean there's half decent ones and really powerful ones, but I will say like the most powerful one, I reckon the sacrifice is going to be pretty huge.
Oh, so you don't get told what you have to sacrifice?
No.
No one actually asked, which I think is kind of strange. The only person that did ask was James, and I just kind of gave him these ones, so I didn't actually tell him. I wouldn't mind working with James, so I really don't want to tell them that I've got an idol. I'm still trying to figure out what I would actually tell my alliance, but probably nothing.
There's always one in the group, isn't there? James asking the direct question. What did you sacrifice? What did you get? I love James. James could play a pivotal role. So
Cool.
she's taken advantage of some sort. Do with that information what we need.
Okay. So I don't think Mel going to sacrifice will impact my vote. I don't think she was on my radar at all for a first vote.
You haven't come to mind, or?
I don't know, what about you?
I honestly don't know.
Same.
Nobody wants to be that person.
Yeah.
I know Anna's been mentioned as someone other people are wary of. She's not someone I'm worried about too much for myself right now, but knowing other people are scared of her is good information.
I'm happy.
Which was the psychology student?
Anna. That's Anna.
See, that worries me a little. Just saying.
Psychology people learn nothing.
Alright, so
I've been
Sam.
to enough therapy.
So Sam?
Yeah, if you guys want, I'm happy with that. If you guys want.
I always think I'm going to be first out, so we'll see. But if I'm being realistic, I think Anna or Simon or James might be first out. They seem big players. I've kind of, put the seed of, Anna, big player.
So the
Watch out for her.
So
Sneaky.
the psych student.
Yes.
The meek little one.
Yes.
Is a silent assassin, right?
She is,
Great.
very much so.
I've heard Anna's name being a possibility. I've heard, I think Simon could be a possibility because he did a lot of wandering off really early and just missed out. People got worried that he was looking for idols and he wasn't just talking with people. And then I think Joseph isn't fitting in quite as well. But he had a really strong showing in the challenge, so...
What are you thinking?
I think that's fine. I haven't talked too much.
Sam was nervous of you.
Of me?
Yes.
Why? Well, I've heard that the target is Sam, but I don't really know how much I trust them yet. I'm always a bit cautious and on edge. Like, you don't know what's going on behind you.
Hey!
So
How'd you go find all the love rocks?
No rocks?
How'd you go?
Yeah. Oh, you weren't there. I was
No, I was-
like 3 times.
Sorry.
That's all right. No, so it's...
Yeah, I think Mel is a huge target as well, and I've already kind of sensed that she's very, very strategic. Like, you can sort of get a sense for that. So I don't think maybe she's even telling the truth about what happened, but I'll keep an eye out. Yeah.
Is that you? She said Sam. Is it still Sam? Okay, yeah. Like, has any other name been thrown out? Joseph. Anna.
nice for us moving forward.
So we are voting for, oh God, I've forgotten it, Sam. And we told Sam Amy. I'm hoping that that's what it is, because the other option was Pajama Pants Man and I forgot his name.
So many little lizards. Oh, soft.
I'm hoping that the conversations that I've had are genuine, and that I'm getting the right read, because I really can't afford to play my idol this. I need to hold it for next tribe when the numbers are, next vote when the numbers are a little bit smaller. So I'm I'm gonna wing it, and I'm gonna hope to not play it on this vote. I'm kind of screwed for the next 2 votes, to be honest, because I'm going to get 3 votes against me regardless. So I kind of feel like I'm going to go out in a blaze of glory tonight, or save myself next round.
Yeah.
It's really easy. Yeah.
When you take a seat on the bench,
Grab a torch.
first grab a torch.
You grab a torch and you can lay it behind the table. You're grabbing a torch because in this game, fire represents your life. Once your flame is out, so are you.
No trophies for front row.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Well, welcome to Tribal Council. Sorry to see you, Simon. We have talked about the challenge already, but how was that? So there was a few judgment calls. The Duque has obviously made some judgment calls. Do you feel hard done by?
No, but it was a bitch. No, it just is what it is. It's just really, really broke. No, it didn't break me. It was very disappointing because we had him.
Yeah.
Like,
obviously the disappointment when you go back to camp. What happened when you go back to camp, Hayley?
I mean, I was the first to go off and do a confessional, so I was just absolutely shitting myself the entire time, because that is the easiest excuse ever to get targeted. But I came back and everyone's just kind of sitting around the tarp, and apparently they've been talking about hobbies.
So the strategizing didn't begin straight away?
We talked about books.
Okay.
Reading.
Right, wow, cool. And, you know, the elephant in the room is Mel did go to the ultimate sacrifice zone. Mel, did you explain to your tribe what happened there and what you did?
I did. So I pretty much told them everything, how it happened, and that what I suspect is that after each challenge, a person from each tribe will do exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think yeah, good.
And Mel, how did you feel being away from the tribe and then coming back in? How was that coming back in for you?
That's not good. But yeah, I don't know, I got good vibes with some people, so I hopefully I'm reading them right, and you know, the chats that we've had before all that happened are what they are.
Yeah, so obviously Hayley said that, you know, it was a bit of kumbaya talk, we talk about books and things. Was there a bit more strategy talk on your end?
In terms of when I got back, yeah, we kind of looked for rocks and had a few chats with a few people before. I mean, there really wasn't much time for me, to be fair. Like, by the time I got back, it was a couple of quick chats and then fill up water bottle and confessional, and here we are. So, yeah, maybe I didn't get as much chance to talk to everyone as others. But yeah, hopefully, hopefully the convos that I had were genuine.
So, John, how do you factor in what Mel said to you into the vote? Do you suspect that she's telling the whole truth? Or do you think there's maybe some, you know, not so subtle lies in there, maybe?
Yeah, I think Mel gave a very detailed, she's very honest, she gave a very detailed answer. Obviously, you know, she's withheld a couple of things, but I think that's reasonable what most people would be doing. So I think, you know, I assume you'll find out what it is when it's relevant.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I think everyone's just trying to work as a team. I think we work really well as a team that challenge, and I think we're trying not to stir up too much conflict at the moment, too much paranoia.
So how do you decide the vote then? Like, you have to vote someone out. Someone's going to be the first person voted out of Survivor Canberra. So Joseph, how do you make that decision?
I think it's hard because there was nothing we could glean from the challenge. We spent however long looking for rocks which just aren't there. We only lost because the other team was too busy doing the cha-cha slide. And it's just coming down to just arbitrary decisions everyone makes. I mean, I hope it's not me. I hope people like me more than dislike me, but outside of that, there's nothing you can go off of.
Right, and Sam, did you notice any like tribal divisions? Like, are people starting to pair off? Are people like making some subtle alliances? Are there just people that are bonding more than other people, do you think?
I wouldn't say it's subtle. You know, when people walk off on their own, you can tell. But it's just normal time of the game.
So were you one of those people walking off, or do you think you were left out of that?
I walked off on my own.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I was pulled aside anyway.
Okay. So does that concern you?
Not really.
So Anna, what's the vote about for you?
I'm just voting based off what I've been told, sort of. I'm not trying to stir anything this early on, but I am a little bit concerned. Like, I feel like maybe I'm not seeing the whole picture. I'm not, like, I like to hope that people are being honest with me, but I really do just feel like there could be something else going on behind my back, because a lot of people, when I ask who they're voting for, they say they don't know. So I'm like, if you don't know, it's probably, yeah, it's not great, but I'm hoping that what I've been told is genuine.
So, interesting point. If people don't know what they're doing, then, James, is this a unified tribal decision, or is this a bit of a mess?
Yeah, in terms of, it's hard to know at the moment in terms of if it's going to be unity or if it's going to be mess. Yeah, it's one of those ones we won't know until you pull out the votes and you can see, okay, where the cards fall.
So, finally, John, what's this tribe going to look like after this tribal council, do you think?
Well, I think we've come in united. Hopefully we go out united with a clear plan who's going and ready for the next challenge to beat the Perfect Tribe.
Wonderful. So with that, it is time to vote. So Mel, I'll get you to vote first.
I really hope this is the right name and it's not going to be me. I need to survive this one without using my advantage, though. Fingers crossed. Just doing what I was told.
Sam, I tried to save you, but the numbers have gone the other way, mate. I'm really sorry.
All right, we'll go count the votes. If anyone does have an idol they would like to play, now would be the time to do so.
We've got no rocks, but we've got all the idols.
Then we will read the votes then. All right, first vote. Sam. Second vote. Mel. Third vote. Sam. That's 2 votes Sam, 1 vote Mel. Next vote. Mel. Joseph. That's 2 votes Mel, 2 votes Sam, 1 vote Joseph. Sam. Mel. So 3 votes Sam, 3 votes Mel, 1 vote Joseph. Next vote. Sam. Mel. We're tied again. 4 votes Sam, 4 votes Mel, 1 vote Joseph. Sam. 5 votes Sam, 4 votes Mel, 1 vote Joseph. 1 vote left. First person voted out of Survivor Canberra, the ultimate sacrifice. Sam. Please bring us your torch.
I was like, say, if you just pick up a torch
Grab
and
a
bring
torch,
it to
bring
us.
it to us.
So Sam.
So Sam. Sam, thanks for playing with the tribe has spoken.
Thanks Sam.
See you
can
later.
Head on out. Alright, so tribe, it seems like you've chosen your sacrificial lamb for this tribal council, but the question is, who else are lambs and who are the wolves in this tribe? You can head on out.
I was told to vote for Joseph, but I knew that wasn't going to happen anyway, so I just went with it. Interesting to see Mel on there a lot. She was in the groups, but yeah, ultimately it was me. I kind of guessed that. I think I attracted the votes because I was just too on my own and kept being pulled in ways. And I definitely noticed I'd approach a group and it would kind of disperse or move away or talk about something else, and then, you know, they'd move on.
You should have come to the water and asked you. Now, it's going to be sad to lose you, but hopefully we can win you without you.
Yeah, if I had heard Mel, I probably would have put Mel down, but alas. I have a feeling Simon put my name down, but I guess we won't know. But I think it was pretty straightforward. I could hear my name as we were walking into tribal, so I guess it was, yeah, I was expecting it.
You're not the person I want to be voting for, but the rest of these people think it's too early to do anything fun. Sorry.
I'm really rooting for Hayley. I think she'll go far, and I think she's got the right motivation for it, so I'm going for her.